Hello, everyone. I'm thoroughly excited for this session in our Industry Experts series. Over the years, we have seen women walk shoulder to shoulder with men and achieve great success in various fields. Our guest for today is one such successful woman in the logistics industry, Ms. Bhavana Venapu. Ms. Bhavna has over 25 plus years of experience in the industry. She started with Sealand, later moved on to DHL, BAX, Freight Systems Limited, and currently she is holding a position of Sub-Regional Ocean Director for Southeast Asia, Regional Ocean Product Director, Intra-Asia, India Subcontinent, and Middle East with Geodis. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Tan, for having me here. It's always been my pleasure to be there, and that's it. It's really being a pleasure being here, and thanks once again for bringing me here.
Likewise, our pleasure too, ma'am. Ma'am, to begin with, please tell us, how did you come to join the logistics industry? Was it an accident or was it by choice?
It's actually by accident. I was finishing my master's, and I come from a very a typical Indian family, not very open-minded towards the women's working out. So it's like I mean, none of my family members, especially for the females, are working. So after finishing my master's, so my dad definitely, like any other Indian father, wanted me to get married. And I was a bit reluctant, and I said, no, I want to see the world, because as a child, I always wanted to see the world, see things, how the things are outside home, and what the world is all about, right? Because when you are in a protective environment, you really don't understand how things are and the realities are. So I requested him that I really want to work, and I went to a consultant, like I'm sure any other young kid goes, and the first job which came on my platter was Sealand, right? So I just landed up into a job, and that's it. That's how it was more like accidental than actually planned. I really want to go into logistics. That was really not.
Wow, that's interesting to know. So actually taking a leaf out from there, I would like to ask you, like you mentioned, back in those days, logistics as an industry was not known, right? People were not aware about it. So what was your motivation that kept you going through the initial years?
Okay, it was a very, very so-called man's dominated world. We always see men's around, and women's were only, at sitting at the reception, right? I still remember, there were only the receptionists of the women, and maybe an executive level women. And so, I always wanted, being a rebellious child also, and I always used to say as a kid to my dad, there's nothing which I can't do, which a man can do, right? So I actually wanted to prove that to my dad as well, that, he used to wonder that, what the hell are you doing with your life? And is it really a right thing? You should just leave everything. Even my boss used to say that, that you come from a very rich, protective environment, just leave everything and start working. It's just that to prove to the world that, I can do it and I'm better. There's nothing which I cannot do. And there's so much to learn, because, you have so much of hurdles every day. I remember I used to go to CFS, and those days, 97, 98, and those typical CFSs in Delhi, there was not a single female, only women and all men's around. And I remember there was some custom broker, they used to come and tell me, you shouldn't come, they know women who comes here, and we don't feel nice when you are around, because people do look at you, so they kind of a respect they had for me. I always, and then there's so much of learning. There was something new. It's always every day a new challenge. The containers are not there, or the vessels are not there. And I've done masters in economics. I have my friends in all the financial banking and all the financial institutions. So they were always under the numbers. So they never had those challenges. At the end of the day, they just have to meet those numbers. And I was like, okay, I don't have this container. I have to make sure. And the salespeople are running after you. Please load my container. Please load my container. Customers is giving you those importance, right? So it's more of a challenge, every day new learning, which kept me motivating myself to continue working, plus to prove to the world that yes, there is nothing which I can't do. So it was that time. It was I can do everything. So I think that's the only thing which made me continue working. But it was not an easy journey, I can tell you that.
Oh, well, absolutely. My next question is precisely that. Your success speaks volumes about you, the place that you have reached it today at given this point in time. So please tell us, as a woman, how easy or how difficult was your journey And how did you establish so successfully in the industry?
Okay. Yeah, it was not an easy, as I said before. It was very difficult, a lot of ups and downs. With due respect to the men's, it used to be every day like you have to prove yourself that you're better than a man. Okay,
Right.
I can do better. I remember those days. We used to say that. I still remember when I was in Dances, right, which was DHL before, which was DHL later. Sorry, I will not name the person. And used to always. He told me one day, that the problem is, Bhavna, you're a woman. I used to say seriously, and I actually counted. I said, have you cleaned the container? Have you swept the container? Have you stuffed the container? Have you gone to the ICD or the CFS to ensure that everything is okay? Have you ensured those containers are loaded onto the vessel? Have you ever gone to the port? Have you gone to the conquer to ensure those containers are on the train, right? As he said, no. As I see, I have done, and I'm a woman, right? So it's like every day you've been told that you're a woman, you can't do this, you can't do that, right? And that was something was very difficult. First you have to prove yourself that you're better than a man, and then obviously there's always a pressure on us, on me per se, that there's always somebody looking at me and trying to find fault in me, that to prove that I'm not good, right? I think what is important is that one should believe in yourself.
That's
one
right.
should trust yourself that nothing is impossible. And I still say, anybody who say, oh, this is impossible, like my son also sometimes say, it's impossible, mom, and I say, no, break it down. I am possible. That's exactly what made me run, and it made me move ahead, and I still say I am possible. So there's nothing impossible which nobody can do. So that's a belief. You should have it in yourself, a trust in yourself, and be very honest.
Right.
So recently I had a girl in my own organization, so she's a trainee, and she came to me and asked me, can we have a quick discussion? I want to understand from what I should do in my career, right? So I was like, okay, I can definitely spare some time for you. And I'm always open to spare such time, if I can be of any help to anybody whatsoever. And then she asked me, I said, how many people have you spoken to? She said, quite a bit of people. I said, what are you trying to gather with this thing? So just trying to understand the experience of the people. What should I do in my career? Should I continue in this line? Should I continue in logistics in this line, that line? So I said, no, listen to everybody, just listen to your heart. Because when you start listening to your heart, you will be more passionate about what you do. And I always listen to my heart. And I was always being very honest. The one thing which I've learned, that you should be very straightforward, honest, and dedicated. Hard work is really important, for sure. Anything you will not achieve. People say that person is lucky. I mean, I would say that no, it's not by the luck. It's a lot of hard work, passion, and dedication which brings the success. So I think for me, I can say whatever I've achieved, I can say I've been blessed. God has been really kind. And a fantastic family support, for sure. I mean, it's very difficult in an Indian society to achieve something without the family support. So I did have a very strong family support, and very importantly, believe in yourself and be passionate of what you do. And if you don't like anything, right? A lot of people say, maybe not. And I'll say, no, I can't do it. I know it's not possible. It's no, it's better to say no, or to say better to say yes about something, right? That okay, which you believe in yourself. So it's important to believe and have trust.
Wow.
That's the only thing which matter. And yes, I'm a very passionate person. So, and I always say everybody to be very passionate about what you do. Do what you love.
That's right. Yes.
Everybody makes money, right? Money is not that. It's an important part of life, but it's not that important part of life that you leave everything, your honesty, your dedication. I think that's also an important point.
Oh, lovely. Good to know that, ma'am. So if you were asked to motivate more women to join this industry, what would you tell them?
Okay. I'll have to give me a couple of minutes. That's an important question. Okay. So I can only say a couple of things. It's the fastest growing industry. Okay, yes. It's one of the industry. I mean, even in this pandemic situation, we have seen this is one of the industries which is really going fast, and we are facing a lot of difficult times in the logistics with regards to all the current situation. The one thing which I would like to say, women, is this: that always remember, sky's the limit.
Wow.
There's nothing which you cannot do that anybody else can do. Another thing is logistics is a multitasking job. You can't just define it. That okay, I will only do this today and I will not do this today. So it's like A, I will do, B, I will not do. So you have to be like really multitasker, because there can be a lot of things which can be put on your platter at the same day. There are a lot of issues which can come on your table that okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, so how to do it. And women's are the best multitasker.
Wow.
I mean, imagine. I mean, I'm not saying that the men's are not. They're also husbands. They're also sons. But then women's still have a responsibility to manage the house, the kids. That's still there in the Indian community, right? Whatever you do. I remember one of my mom's. I'll give her an example. My mom's very good friend, one of the best friends. She's an IS officer, and I was in the college, so I went to her. And I had my own attitude, then you're young, you have a lot of attitudes in life, right? So I did have my own attitude that I'm decent to look at. I'm very good in my education. I come from a rich family, etc., etc. So I went to her house, and she was living in the similar area where all these prime ministers, everybody lives. So, like she must be like one hell of a woman now. When we went, she had a lot of, I mean, obviously they have a couple of support functions like servants and all, but then she got up herself, she made the tea for us, she got the water for us, and she got everything for us. And I was like, wow, I mean, you are like an IS officer, you are manager, you're the head of the bank, all the Indian banks, and I mean, you have those, police and everything, behind you, right? And then why do you do all this? Right? There are servants around, you can tell them to do it. It will be one thing. See, remember, you're an Indian woman. Okay, whatever you want to do in your life, I can only give you best wishes. But never forget, even if you become the Prime Minister of India or President of India, end of the day, you'll have to give the birth to the child, not your husband. You will have, if your servant is not there, not everybody is lucky to have a husband who will really help, right? If your servant is not around, it's you who will have to do it. So always remember that. So that's what I always say. Every woman that okay, logistics is yes, definitely a multitasking. Sky is the limit. There's nothing which you can do, and it's just to believe in yourself that can take you to the heights in logistics. And the logistic industry is opening for women. I mean, it's not that it's very, very man dominated. I've spoken to several people. Everybody is very happy to have women as a managing directors as well. Run 10 years from now, you apply for an MD's position, they will not consider you because you're a woman, right? But that's not true today. So it's full of life, actually. You will enjoy. Once you get into this industry, I can promise you, you will never would like to leave the industry. I never wanted to leave this industry because it's like so challenging every day. It's so learning every day that it's amazing. So I would say that it's a good industry to join. Please do come and join our industry. You will love it. And then you will not leave it.
That was very well said. And like you just said, that the industry is in fact opening up to having more women joining organizations and handling key positions, and also with the kind of awareness that is now around logistics and supply chain. For sure, the number of women joining the industry has also gone up. So my next question is, what 3 key success mantra would you like to share with women to have a great career?
Okay, mantra. I think it's believe in yourself.
Yes.
Be passionate about what you do. That's I mean, that has been my mantra. Okay, so I can only share what the mantra I have followed instead of somebody else. And everybody have a different way of looking at things. So mine is that I've always believed in myself, and I will tell the same to women's outside. Be very passionate of what you do. Love what you do. Because when you love something, what you do, you will definitely achieve it.
Yes.
And be honest. Be honest to whatever you do. I mean, honesty it doesn't give you returns immediately. It doesn't. But in the long run, it always gives you honesty. And the most important thing, if you really want to do it, that goes for the men and the women's both, right? This industry, it's the people's industry. Okay, whatever we talk about digitization, about this, about that, I still sincerely believe it's a relationship industry. It's the people's industry. So please make sure that you build up a strong relationship with the people you work, whether it's your colleagues, whether it's your subordinates or your managers, or even your subcontractor, anybody. Relationship is the key to success in this industry. That's my experience. And I think I am whatever I've achieved, I can only say that. I think a lot of credit goes to my my friends in the industry, and that kind of support I've always got, and the kind of respect I've always got. I think that's because of the relationship what I have shared with them. So any relationship, be honest with your work and with relationship. I think that's all about it.
Oh, lovely, ma'am. So thank you so much for actually having taken time out. I can totally understand the kind of busy schedule that you're running in. So on behalf of Business School of Logistics and Shipping, I would like to thank you once again for having taken time out and share such valuable inputs with us. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of women dream and also achieve greater heights just as you have. And from Team BSLS, I wish you all the success as well.
Thank you so very much. And it's always been my pleasure to be here and share my views. I hope I'll be able to inspire some women. If I can inspire one woman to join logistics, I think I'm done with what I have said here.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much.